Do you have any New Year's resolutions for your coach?
New Year's resolutions for my coach? Nah, I've never even thought about that.
Nothing?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
What about for yourself in terms of football?
Win, I guess. That's about it. Just keep the winning streak going.
Byron is now playing more wide receiver than running back. Do you have a different perception of Marcus as a player, and have you seen him in different ways this year than maybe the first couple of years?
Not really. Everything Marcus is doing, I kind of expected. It doesn't. I wouldn't. Don't take this. It doesn't surprise me. You know, everyone knows he's a great player. He's a playmaker. He's out there to make plays. So, just the fact that he's throwing the ball to me now doesn't really change it. I can still see all the amazing stuff he was doing last year when I was on the back foot running the ball.
How would you characterize him as a passer? Scott was just talking about his decision making when you're out there running routes.
Yeah.
How do you characterize him?
Just dynamic. You know the ball's going to be there on time when it needs to be. And pretty much all you have to do is go up and catch it. He always tries to put it in a good position just for everyone to make plays, either for you to get it or no one to get it. So just knowing that, just trust him, stay with my route, and it should work out.
Florida State was talking yesterday about their scout team quarterback who's being Marcus in practice, and they said he's faster than Marcus, and the quarterback linebacker said that. First of all, what's your reaction to that? And secondly, does that matter? Is that going to help you?
Yeah, I was about to say, I never seen a dude play. He's a backup, so who knows? And if he's faster than Marcus, you feel me, hats off to him. But Marcus is a hell of a player. You can't really simulate that in practice.
Are there guys on Florida State defensively that you think are in a similar vein that it's hard to prepare for?
Nah.
Why not? No one stands out to you on that defense?
Nah. I mean, they have a solid team, you know what I mean? But I feel like if we do what we need to do, we'll be fine.
Coach Frost had said that he didn't think Coach Helfrich's changed that much other than maybe keeping you guys fresher. Did you see a change in Coach this year as opposed to last year?
Not really. He was hungrier this year. You know, you can tell that we wanted to get after things a little bit more. So he definitely pushes more in the offseason and just encouraged the leaders to step up and help push our own team. So in that respect, no. And yeah, he does like to just keep a lot harder feel during practice, but and he has kept us a lot fresher this year. So not much of a change. He's still really the same guy, just getting after it a little bit more.
Did he seem more comfortable in the role, though?
Yeah, I thought he seemed comfortable last year. People were saying 2 losses is bad, you know what I mean? But that's just talk. I thought he handled everything as well as he could last year and just progressed this year.
Scott mentioned that he thinks no football building, has more fun than yours. Do you guys players see that?
Yeah, I mean, we like to enjoy ourselves. As much work and stuff like that as we do, we can't just always just work. You know, there's some times where it's okay to let our hair down, laugh a little bit, have fun, but when it's time to get work done, we do.
Byron, obviously there have been a lot of negative stories around Florida State this year. It seems like you guys are almost like a sentimental favorite a little bit. Do you kind of pick up on that at all? Against Florida State?
I kind of. Nah, I mean, I kind of see that somewhat, but not really. I feel like their off-the-field issues have nothing to do with how they play. And I think on the field, they're not a bunch of bad guys. They're just regular kids out there trying to ball, just like us. So, yeah, no, not really.
Do you like to watch them play when you've seen them play? Or?
I don't really watch them play. I've seen them play a couple of times, so I may keep the game on, but I'm not looking for the Florida State game every Saturday.
How much different does this Rose Bowl feel, knowing there could be another game than the ones you played before?
Just know that we got to just stay focused. You know what I mean? We're focused on this game right now, but there might be another game down the road. So just if we do win this game, just make sure that we keep our minds right, don't get too happy, too excited that we still got work to do.
Byron, Coach Frost talked about your tempo being a weapon. Have there been moments in games this year where you felt like your tempo was just too much for their team to handle?
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of games, I feel like we always get a couple of series going where we just really speed them up, and you can just tell that they're gassed. They fake an injury, they call a timeout. They're waiting for the TV timeouts hoping they come. So I definitely do think it's a weapon, and I think if we utilize it right, it will be won this game.
And then Coach was also saying every championship team needs a couple of lucky bounces during the year. When you look back at you guys' season, what are some moments that stand out where you're like, we caught one there?
I mean, we lost. You know, we lost. In college football, you can't really lose anymore in order to make it where you want to go. So I guess it happened to be earlier in the season, so we had time to recover, time to build back. and get to where we're supposed to be. But I definitely do think that was a lucky bounce for us.
But specifically plays like against Utah, where you guys run back the would-be touchdown.
Hit that.
Moments like that, we realize this could be a special season.
Or the one against UCLA when Marcus fumbled and it bounced right back up to his hands and he took it. So definitely a couple plays like that.
You just mentioned faking injuries. You think teams are still faking injuries against you guys? And when do you see that this year?
I mean, I don't really have a specific game in mind, but I definitely know that does happen. I'm not trying to say that the people that got injured were faking it, everybody, but it happens with fast-paced teams. Teams go down because they get tired. It's just part of the game.
Motivate you more when you see that?
Yeah, I just laugh and just get in shape.
Hey, Byron, a lot of teams tend to take their foot off the gas in the second half against Florida State. Has that been something emphasized in your team meetings talking about this game?
Yeah, no, we always talk about finishing off 4 quarters. So this game is no different. If anything, it's more motivation to finish. We know that they're a relentless team. They like to come back in the fourth. They're a second half team. So we just got to keep that in mind and keep working.